I thought obviously a good day today. Took care of what we needed to take care of. As you guys know, there's still some things that I think we need to continue to work on and get better. Some things that stood out to me, Tallen's base running tonight was really, really good. If you watched the game the way, a lot of us do, just her base running reads, her timing, taking extra bases, was really, really impressive to me. I thought Dee Dee had some good at-bats, got us some sac flies and move runners, just productive at the bottom half of our lineup, which is going to be critical for us. And I thought Kate did a great job. So overall, not bad.
What about today? No home run power, only a couple extra base hits, yet you still score 9 runs. They weren't the greatest at time, but just what about taking maybe what was there?
Yeah, I think that's a sign of a good team is figuring out how to win ball games. And I don't know that we're going to have the home run pop that we've had. Yesterday was a pleasant surprise. I'll take that. But I don't know that that's who we really are going to be. And so I think continuing to hit balls off the wall, Wark just continuing to tear it up, and they've been huge for us. Wark and Tallen have really, really come in and just taken the reins and run with it. So I think for us, it's just continuing to put pressure on defense. I think we run well and continuing to do, big things on the bases.
Going off of that, you had, besides the first inning, you had a lot of bat power. How much dedication goes towards that?
Yeah, Coach Harger works hard on them, hard with them, I should say, every day. We hit every day. Coach E throws live every day, sometimes twice. And so I think they get a lot of live arm, and the one thing that we're in that box to do damage. So he doesn't want he wants to hit drive balls off the wall. He doesn't really do a whole lot of, he wants to hit home runs. He wants them to hit line drives off that wall. So, I think it has to do with our weight room. It kind of all, comes together, but they work really hard on it.
Did you recruit Wark and Edwards as a pair and just work out that way? What about that?
I definitely sold it that way. Like, you guys could come here, you guys have been at Okie State, and I think, that I hope, helped in the whole recruiting process, but they weren't a package deal. They came on separate dates. So, but I'm really happy they're here.
How about Kate? Maybe she gave up a run. She wouldn't if she had a good defense behind her, but what about that, using that as a test? Did she bowl it up and it was only 1 run?
Yes, and my pitching brain goes to the 5-pitch walk is how she got on there. So I think it begins and ends there. But I thought she did a great job. That's her first start at home. So she's only had 1 start on the road. And so I wanted to give her, the feel of the 12th man here, get her nerves settled. She's been a kid that's come in the middle of a game or at the end of a game. So I thought she did a great job.
What'd you see on the play where they called aerial, I believe they called out?
Yeah, so she didn't get all the way back to the bag, I guess. And so I thought she was late, but I can't see where I was standing in the dugout if she had gotten to, in my head it doesn't make sense that she wouldn't be back to the bag. And so she just said, don't risk it, don't challenge it, so I did it. But that's what, she didn't get back to the bag.
Throwing Peters back-to-back days, is that a stamina deal as the pitching coach, or you want to see, because last year she had some problems, just wondered playing her back-to-back days?
Yeah, I think, there's going to be 3 of them that are going to have to go back-to-back days, and Kate could be one of those as well. We have a lot of options, so I knew Kate, she went through 4 innings, right?
Yeah.
4 innings, and then so Sid only had to throw 2. So it's just getting them trained. It's not really from a physical standpoint. I think it's more of a mental standpoint of coming back. Okay, I need to have 2 clean innings. She's going to throw tomorrow. Same with Sid. So I think just getting them back into this tournament season where we play 5 or 6 games in 3 days. So craziness.
Going off that, how have these 3 games kind of set you up and prepared you for Texas Tech tomorrow?
Yeah, I was talking, obviously everybody is talking about it, and our girls are well aware of it, but for me, it's a game. It's like strategy. How do we get people out? How do we take advantages of some weaknesses? How do we make, kind of turn the tables and get some momentum on our way? So, I think that's just kind of how I'm wired, and so I think it's a great opportunity for us to go out, play high-level softball, and let's rock and roll.
Okay, what about your mindset when you walked the batter, pass ball should be caught, maybe it could mushroom, and it didn't, so what was your mindset at that point?
Just get the next batter. You can't focus on what happens, like errors, walks, all that. You just have to focus on the next batter, and that's what I did.
Is that something you maybe worked on more this year from last year, or what about that? Or
Yes, I've worked a lot with, attacking batters ahead, trying to decrease walks and gains, and, I walked the girl, so it did make me angry. So that kind of fired up that strikeout next after that hit,
And Tallen, did you flip with Wark to see who was going to have the one good game and come in first, and you come in second, and she come in yesterday? What about, looks like you ladies, talking to her yesterday, didn't have any nerves coming in for your Aggies the first weekend. What about your thoughts, your first weekend and your production?
I think it's just for us, one, a veteran mindset, so just a lot of experience behind all of this, and two, I think that we're both now playing with people that really have our backs and tell us that every single day. So when you have someone that is going to tell you that, you go into the box or you go onto the field just carefree, just playing softball again. So yeah, I think for both of us, it's been nice to just get back to the yellow ball and the stick. So.
And why did you come here, and what were you looking for when you came here, if you don't mind?
That exact thing. I wanted coaches that were going to be hard and upfront with me, but were also going to have my back through anything. So I know that whether I strike out or whether I hit a home run, I'm still going to have these people behind me at the end of the day.
Talon, on that soft hit towards right center, you just weren't stopping. What was your mindset just watching that ball when you just kept going?
Yeah, so I feel like I've worked really hard on hard turns, and it kind of just rolls over. Once you're already taking that hard turn, ball's in front of you, one bobble, you can just go. So I feel like I really worked on that the past couple of years, running things out, because mistakes like that, taking an extra 60 wins ball games.
Sydney, you had a really great night tonight and just had 8 strikeouts. It was really awesome. So how are you preparing tomorrow to transfer that over when you play against him?
Just continue to, command the zone, work ahead, and just, have fun.
Talent, 150 career hits. What does that milestone mean to you?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy crap! Well, that's good to know. That means the absolute world. I'm super stoked about that, and I'm glad that it came with the Aggies, so it makes it that much better.
Kate, 45 mile per hour change up a few times. Do you ever look at your times? Can you go slower than that, or do you lose your spin? Or you had several with 45 when I was looking on the board.
I did? Okay. Well, I thought, this game, I do look at the board, and I was noticing my changeup was throwing 55, which is pretty high for me, but I can't throw it lower than 45.
Okay.
But, yeah. It just depends on how high my adrenaline is and, game setting.
I didn't know if the spin had anything to do with it or not. Okay.
Kate, Trisha mentioned this was your first start at home. How good does it feel to go out there in front of the 12th man and get 8 strikeouts?
Insane. When she called my name, I was honestly shocked. I was nervous, I would say, but I was super excited because it's big for me. It's different because I've talked to her multiple times, and she's like, you're the type of pitcher that'll come in through tough situations. You're the type of pitcher that'll close. So I never really saw myself as a starter. So having that opportunity was something special to me.
Did you like it? Was different? What was different about starting and coming in and being a reliever?
Just what was different was I'm starting the game. It literally depends what I do. So
take care of yourself and you're okay then.
Yeah. Start off on a good note.
So, the Texas Tech question.
I don't know.
Yeah, how are you guys going in 3-0 to Texas Tech tomorrow? How did that guys prepare you guys for tomorrow?
So the same way that we just prepared for Providence is going to be the same way that we prepare for Tech. It's definitely going to be higher competition, but I think the focus that we've been taking into these 3 games can roll over into Tech as well. It's been laser focused, And I think that we all feel really good. We have this kind of chip on our shoulder, even though I wasn't here last year. What they went through with Liberty, I still feel that. We talk about that a lot, so kind of just rolling that over into every game, just improving little by little. So our main goal is to be better than we were yesterday.
Well, you played Tech a lot when you were at Oklahoma State, right, a few times. So you got any bad, what's your vibe of playing Tech?
Honestly, I don't mind playing them. It's never been something that's crazy, if that makes sense. I feel like they definitely have a brand new team and everything like that, but I feel like I've never went into it like it's Texas Tech or it's Nyjah or anything like that. It's just been softball. Like, I'm trying to hit the ball hard and defend. So
You mentioned Nyjah, facing Nyjah. What has your past record against her been like? And have any of your teammates been picking your brain about what it's like to face her? I'm guessing you have more ABs against her than they do.
Yeah, so we kind of talked about it a little bit in the locker room today. And I told them, I mean, what you see is what you're going to get. She throws a rise ball. I think the nation knows this. She throws a rise ball. But the main thing that I've been talking about is if you step into the box trying to overdo it and change your mechanics, change different things, it's not going to work out for us. I mean, I've seen it with my past team. We changed everything. It didn't work out. We went back to our smooth selves, and it worked out. So it's really just about staying true to ourselves tomorrow and trusting what Harger has done with us since August.